Hey there, it's John from Heroes and Legends. Today I have a USA Basketball Collector Card box from Skybox, which at the time belonged to Fleer, I believe. This came out in 1992, and it was to commemorate the first USA Basketball team, well, the first one to use professional players, the Dream Team, that played in the Olympics. So, picked this up at a flea market. The guy was asking $45, talked him down to $30, so pretty decent deal. It has randomly packed Magic Johnson, David Robinson autograph cards, and special edition plastic cards. The quality of players on the USA team, of course, I mean, you got Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, Chris Mullin, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, John Stockton. So you really can't go wrong with a product like this. So I figured, why not open it up, let you guys take a look at what it looks like. I've never seen this product before myself. I don't know what kind of odds there are on the autographs or anything like that, but only one way to find out, right? So let's go in and see what we got. This will be 36 packs. I think they said 5 cards per pack. Take me a second to get through. There we go. Can't get through the cellophane. But yeah, sealed box. So thought it'd be something kind of interesting to open for you guys and for myself, since I don't know how many of these really existed. I know in the early 90s there's a lot of overproduction in packages, but if you can get an autograph hit like that, like the ones mentioned on the box, I don't think it really matters too much. So let's see how they're packaged here. Interesting. So kind of a nice display for stores. So let's get the packs out. And we'll just kind of start cracking packs. Got a lot of them to go through. I'll try to go through relatively quickly. If the video ends up being too long, maybe I'll just wow, there we go. Maybe I'll just go ahead and break it into a couple parts, but the focus, there we go. Let me get a little closer. All right, we'll see how that goes once we start looking at cards. All right, so first pack, pretty exciting, different product. All right, so here we go. Kind of looking at the first card here. Michael Jordan, or Scottie Pippen, then Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson. As far as the base set goes, I don't know how big they are. There's a checklist card that might help us. So they're divided by player. I assume there's a couple checklist cards. It's an NBA rookie card of John Stockton. But I guess the photo is from his rookie year. Barkley, Robinson, Patrick Ewing. So interesting. The cards themselves, see if you can see them. I mean, they feel kind of flimsy. I mean, not like the high quality cardboard that you see today. All right, so there's pack one. I'll try to go a little faster now as we get going here. All right. Stockton. Of course, these are going all different directions. I think the big thing here we're looking for is hits. There's probably no value really in any of these base cards. Michael Jordan, Chris Mullin, Patrick Ewing. So as far as the set, doesn't look like it's super big, so we probably put together a set from a box. But if that's important to you. But we'll keep going, hopefully find some hits here. I mean, even though the cards themselves, like I said, they feel a little flimsy. Definitely flimsy cardboard. They're not super exciting cards, but I do like the history behind it. Actually, let me look at the pack real quick, just make sure. Yeah, I didn't think so. See if there are any odds on the pack of any hits. So I'll try to go kind of quick, now that we've seen what the set looks like. Well, Chris Mullen. So it's kind of cool though. Hit the camera. It's kind of cool though. It's, you know, it's history. This was the first real like professional Olympic team that used professional players. There's been many dream teams since. I mean, this one of course was dominant. Most have been. Some had their struggles. But I remember as a kid, 92, when this product came out, I was in high school. So yeah, it was a big deal, the dream team at that time. And you just look at the collection of players here. I mean, they are pretty amazing. You don't see this sort of thing. You know, up until that time especially, you didn't see like these pros like playing on, especially an Olympic stage like that. It was just very unique. All right, next pack. So as far as the channel goes, you guys get a chance to like and subscribe. Basically, this is one of a 3-channel network. We have a trading card channel, which of course you're watching now. The Magic the Gathering channel, which is kind of the first channel, our biggest channel, has closing in on 1,000 subscribers. And then we have a comic book channel as well, which I just started. That's only got a couple videos on it right now, but definitely want to put weekly videos up. Trading cards, I was opening trading cards on my Magic the Gathering channel, and I just thought it might be better to start a separate channel for it. So that's where this one came about. But definitely, if you have interest in the other topics, check those out. But my plan here is hopefully maybe about twice a week or so have some product to show you guys. If I don't have product to open, maybe just show some of my favorite cards from my collection or some pulls I've gotten in the past that are really cool. Stuff like that. So we'll have regular content. Already seeing a lot of doubles coming through here. Chris Mullen. Oh, there's one of Chuck Daly, the coach. Assume there's probably not too many cards of him as opposed to the others. Charles Barkley. Yeah. David Robinson. Patrick Ewing. Very good. Still got a lot of packs to go. So, I do have a box of Allen Ginter that I should be opening maybe in another week or so on the channel. I'm just waiting to get it, but it's coming. So I'm excited about that. Allen Ginter is a fun product to open. That'll be this year's 2015 Allen Ginter I picked up. A lot of crazy hits in there, a lot of just odd things. You know, I have posted some stuff that I picked up just like at the Target and Walmart. Usually, at least a few times a year, I like to get like a hobby box like this Allen Ginter so that I have something a little more interesting to open. I also like to pick up stuff that sometimes just oddities, like you'll go out to the grocery store and there'll be random like packs of, you know, 4 or 5 different sets from history, and you know, those type of things I'll pick up just because I think they're interesting and kind of let you see if they're worth buying. So that's the type of stuff that I was posting on the Magic the Gathering channel before I started this one. No hits so far. Looking for plastic cards and autographs. These are almost all going the right way. I assume the autographs would just be on card autographs, so maybe I should pay a little closer attention. At the end, I'll go back through, make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, we're getting there now. Yeah, Skybox was originally part of Fleer. It was kind of their emblem to do some originally non-sports cards. So they would do the Marvel Comics cards and put those under the Skybox emblem instead of the Fleer emblem. Where Fleer was kind of known for baseball. So then as the years went on, then they started to use Skybox for other things like basketball. I think eventually they kind of used it as a second brand for sports cards. But Fleer went out of business at some point in I think the mid and late 90s, and they got bought out. There is somebody that owns the Fleer name and logos and everything now, so you do occasionally see Fleer products show up here and there, but it's not the original company. Charles Barkley. The photos are actually pretty cool, I will say, as much as the cards themselves are kind of flimsy. Yeah, but this is a 92 product too. I mean, that's what cards were like in the early 90s, other than maybe like Stadium Club, which was just starting probably at this time. Like, this would have been really cool in like a Stadium Club type product, I think, because the photographs themselves are actually pretty strong, and they're pretty awesome. If they have that kind of high quality photo work done to them, and they're on glossy thick cards like the old Stadium Club, and maybe some colorful backgrounds and stuff. And the backs aren't horrible either. I mean, they give you information, and they do have their own pictures on the back. I think I just saw Coach K coming up. That's actually kind of cool. Coach K was assistant coach during this time. Of course, in later years, he becomes the head coach of the USA basketball team, with Jim Boeheim being the assistant coach. All right, let's try to get these in the right direction. Got another Coach K here. A couple Coach K's and a couple packs. Yeah, I've seen a lot of doubles. I'm assuming it was probably easy to get a set here. All right. So we're moving pretty quick. So hopefully try to get this all into one video then. We're only at like the 7-minute mark. 7-8 minutes. So it's a cool product to check out, definitely. Still looking for a hit. These are all, I mean, amazing players back in the 90s, late 80s and 90s. This time, Michael Jordan still was kind of the young guy. I mean, he was 92. He had still played for obviously many years at this point, but compared to like Magic Johnson and some of these other guys, he was still kind of the younger guy who was sort of taking, starting to really take over the sport at that point. It's interesting. There's a documentary on the Dream Team, and it's on ESPN quite a bit. I don't think it's a 30 for 30. I think it's a separate thing. Yeah, it's not a 30 for 30 that I recall, but if you ever get to catch it, it's really good. And they talk a lot about how at first they weren't really motivated. The coach had to really get everybody motivated for what they were doing. I think they just thought it was going to be really easy, and then they got beat in a practice game prior to the Olympics by, forget what team beat them. And there was also a rivalry between Magic and Jordan, I think the old and the new, the changing of the guard, and some of that was what sparked the team. It sparked even the two of them to just elevate their game. It's actually a really cool documentary on the first Dream Team. So if you ever happen to see it, definitely catch it. So I don't know if it's just, let's say on the box, Magic Johnson and David Robinson autographs. Don't know if it's just the two of them. I assume they put their names on it. They would put Michael Jordan all over the box if there was a Jordan autograph in here. So it's probably just one of the two of them. Plastic cards. Haven't seen any of those either, so they must be pretty rare. Another coach, PJ Carlosimo. I wouldn't mind even getting any autograph, even from one of the coaches. I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, there's definitely probably a low number of pulls for autographs. This is probably one of the first products that included autographs. This is really early to have done that. Of course, if they're probably super rare. I mean, today, of course, autographs are just a staple of opening cards. Almost every set. I mean, yeah, I guess every set. I don't think there's a baseball card set that comes out nowadays that doesn't let you at least have a chance of getting an autograph. I mean, I don't know, opening day maybe doesn't. I don't know. You know, and sometimes Topps will do those kids, but even the kids sets usually have relic cards in them, if nothing else. Sometimes they have those like Bazooka or whatever they put out every once in a while. But yeah, back in the 80s and 90s when they were starting to really kind of overproduce sports cards, and their companies were having a hard time, and so that's when a lot of companies went out of business. You know, they hadn't caught that trend yet of, well, put, you know, rare items in there. I think some of that came from collectible card games too, when people would buy tons of packs to get the rare card. I think the sports companies started to figure that out, and they started a lot of insert cards. Topps started doing black gold early on. Black Gold came out probably a little bit before even like Magic the Gathering, because I think Magic the Gathering maybe came out later in that year, same year. But yeah, nowadays, I mean, just the whole, I guess, gambling thrill of opening packs to try to get something. Kind of what drives a lot of the industry. But back in these days, you don't really see a whole lot of that, so I guess it was kind of inventive that they had autograph inclusions, if not other chase cards. I remember Marvel Comics cards were maybe the first cards that I remember having like truly a special insert that was hard to get. So they had 5 hologram cards in their series 1. They were actually worth a lot when they first came out because they were rare, and I don't know if people knew how rare they were. They obviously went down in price as demand went down over the years, and they probably quite a few more than people expected were printed. But that was the first time I remember seeing really a true chase card, and then it started to take off in the industry. So something that maybe Fleer really was a pioneer of. All right, we're down to a handful of packs now. All right, hopefully we get a hit. It'd be kind of sad if we don't get anything here. A lot of packs to open again, no hits. Wonder how much these cost when they were originally released. I kind of feel like these were not super expensive. I kind of feel like just to look at the box and stuff, they feel like they weren't necessarily meant just for hobby shops. Like I could see these things being like everywhere, kind of like on cash register counters and like department stores. Can you see that? Especially the way the box was like, you open it up and it almost looks like a little display. Alright, whoops, how many packs we got left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. So I haven't hit any plastic cards, I haven't hit any autographs that I noticed. Like I said, if I miss anything, I'll just go through after I stop recording and I'll come back if I see anything. But I don't believe so. I know I've gone kind of fast. I guess I could have missed an on-card autograph, but I sort of doubt it. At this point, I'd be happy with a plastic card, just to see what they look like. All right, 4 packs left. Chris Mullin, Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird. So the photographs are pretty cool. I got good photos of everybody. 3 packs left. Well, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get a hit here. A lot of cards to go through with no hit. But what can you do, right? Sometimes that's the way it goes. Oops. Actually, I think I might have a plastic card here. Something's weighing this down. Either that or they're just, maybe not. Maybe they're just stuck together. Yeah, I guess not. All right, 2 more packs. Turn these the right way. All right. Well, regardless, thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. If you get a chance, hit that subscribe button. At the end of the video, I'll have some, or I'm sorry, the description of the video underneath, I have some links to click on our other sites. So if you're interested in coming over, I'd love to have you like and subscribe our videos. Get some attention to the new channel would be really awesome. Hopefully we'll do some really cool stuff in the future, definitely. The Allen Ginter box I'm looking forward to. All right, I don't know, it's not looking good. Wah, wah. Oh well, I guess that's that. So I do appreciate you watching and checking these out. Hey, if nothing else, I think it was a cool little history piece where we got to look at some really old cards from '92 that I've never seen before, so it's kind of cool. We probably got a set here, so that's kind of neat. I'll look through. I went through quick, so I'm going to look through again, make sure I didn't miss anything. If I do, I'll stick an end to the video. If not, hey, thanks for watching. As always, please remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day.